there is probably no God. Now stop worrying and enjoy your life. That's the slogan of the 2008 and 2009 Atheist Bus campaign that aimed to place peaceful and upbeat messages about atheism on public means of transport in Britain. Is that message peaceful and upbeat? Well, depends. If you are a neurotic, scrupulous person that thinks God is micromanaging your life, then by all means. But that's actually attacking a straw man, isn't it? You take the most distorted version of the idea and then you bravely destroy it. But the reality and true spirituality is not so easy to destroy. There's probably no such God. So stop worrying and meditate on the gospel. This Sunday we're taking a closer look at Matthew 21 verses 33 to 43. Listen to another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard. He put a wall around it, dug a wine press in it, and built a watchtower. Then he rented the vineyard to some farmers and went away on a journey. When the harvest time approached, he sent his servants to the tenants to collect his fruit. The tenants seized his servants. They beat one, killed another, and stoned a third. Then he sent other servants to them, more than the first time, and the tenants treated them in the same way. Last of all, he sent his son to them. They will respect my son, he said. But when the tenants saw the son, they said to each other, "This is the heir. Come, let's kill him and take his inheritance." So they took him and threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to those tenants? He will bring those wretches to a wretched end, they replied, and he will rent the vineyard to other tenants who will give him his share of the crop at harvest time. Jesus said to them, "Have you never read in the scriptures? The stone that builders rejected has become the capstone. The Lord has done it, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore I tell you that the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people who will produce its fruit." One quick look at the tenants is enough to say that they perceive God as somebody who keeps disturbing them, keeps nagging at them, keeps preventing them from doing what they actually want to do. If only they could get rid of him, they could finally stop worrying and enjoy their life. The problem is that there is not much life to begin with. There is no fruit. The vineyard is kind of dead. And there's also a lot of beating, killing and stoning. Not very productive activity either. The behavior of the tenants in general is also very strange, because it's not like they are slaves that have been kidnapped by an evil master and now are forced to work under inhuman conditions. I don't know if you've ever run a franchise business, but the general idea is that you pay something to the brand, there are some rules you need to stick to, but other than that, you have the freedom to do the business and also enjoy the fruit that it brings. Didn't the tenants know that they were free to do that? Do you know that you are free to do that? The problem with life is that if you want to live, you need to kill God, the false one. But if you are spending your life with some distorted image of God that you secretly resent, perhaps you lack the courage to kill it for fear of some kind of punishment. But in the meantime, every day you are killing the true God who wants to give you life, and you don't even notice. It's easy to divide people by labels, to say that there are atheists who reject God and believers who don't. But if you believe in a false God that actually takes away your life from you, perhaps those atheists are one step ahead of you on the road to true God. Does your God let you live? Or you are too afraid of him to even start living? The problem with the tenants was not that they had some innovative ideas about vineyard management that the landowner didn't agree with. The problem is that they just stood there and did nothing. The only thing they were concerned about was their own safety. When it comes to spiritual life, the thing that I observe both among believers and non-believers is that clinging to your own life, this obsession with self-improvement, but in safe laboratory conditions. Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Am I confident? Am I not confident? Is it a sin? Is it not a sin? But constantly analyzing yourself is not the way to bear fruit. If you are paralyzed by the idea that your life has to bring a certain fruit, and because of that fear, you don't do anything because you're too afraid to fail, know this: you don't have to do anything. Anything important. The fruit will come by itself. If you stop killing and stop rejecting that very brave, very creative and very life-giving voice, and just let it speak. Let it speak at the meditation this Sunday, 10 p.m. Central European Time.